Rightio, boys and girls, the big V80 is back from Fraser, and there were some issues, but Rex did manage to get a fair few clips of the big girl in action, just from himself and from the people that were up on Fraser with him. So I'll put them in the video now so you get to see it in action. Enjoy. So a couple of them little clips I've posted on TikTok, and the internet got really mad about them, which doesn't make any sense to me. They were mad about Rex keeping up some pace going through some soft sand, which is what you do, and basically saying that Rex was pretty much eating the sand tracks and killing the sand for everyone else, when in reality people who get bogged to the axles and have to get snatched out, like you saw big V80 helping a poor bloke out there, that damages the tracks far worse than just keeping up some pace and keeping on top of the sand. Not to mention there was someone filming on top of the dune who was obviously spotting. So anyway, I don't know why people want to have a cry, but I guess the internet just hates seeing other people have fun sometimes. But anyway, interesting for that. But we'll go through some of the problems, which at the moment we're trying to sort one problem out. We are actually swapping out the thermostat. So we're pretty sure that the thermostat in this thing is a bit sticky, and we think it's causing some issues with it sort of overheating. And then sometimes it'll open, it'll come back down, then it'll overheat. It's really weird. So first things first, we're going to chuck another 71-degree thermostat in it. We always put cooler thermostats than stock in the four-wheel drives just because of what they do. So stock Commodores, designed to run, you know, are over that 100 degrees. The fans don't even start coming on until 104 degrees, I think. Try and get out the wind here for you guys. So the stock thermostats in the Commodores and stuff in the LSs are 86 degrees, but we always put a 70-degree thermostat in these things just to try and bring that temp back down into a more controlled you know, area where it runs a bit nicer. It doesn't need to be run that hot. I'm pretty sure that most of the reason they run that hot from factory is due to emissions reasons. So reasoning for emissions and stuff, which obviously we're not too worried about. Anyway, first things first, we'll touch on the really good things that happened. So the new gates went awesome. No issues with boost control now. Boost control is sweet, doing really well. And this thing, obviously, when it's on, it's freaking on and it's running awesome. So performed really well. Boost was really good. The other thing is, the whole time Rex was up there, soft sand, he ended up actually driving up the island in soft sand most of the way, and didn't have any issues with any plug boots. Melted no plug leads, no plug boots, no misfires. So it went the whole week all over Fraser without having any issues with plug boots. So pretty sure we've got to the bottom of that issue. All that, you know, that remaking of that runner and then the heat shields and stuff seems to have fixed that problem for us, which is freaking wicked. That is a really good step forward. It's only taken 4 years, but we're finally to the bottom of not having any freaking plug lead issues with the big girl. But anyway, issues the Rex did have, still fuel pump relay. So still having issues with the fuel pump relay, which has just been an ongoing thing over the past 6 months particularly, getting really bad. We've got a few theories. We're pretty sure that just the underbonnet heat, even with the heat shields and stuff, where those boxes we think it's just getting too hot for them still, and this is still causing some problems. So as we talked about in the last episode, we do plan on basically rewiring the whole thing. But for now, as a quick fix, as you guys know, we want to run that 11-second pass with the stock ECU and stuff like that. So we don't want to go rewiring the whole thing yet. But as a quick fix, what Rex has sort of determined is to remove these boxes from where they are here in the engine bay. And there's actually quite a lot of room up under the driver's side of the dash where you could fit both the boxes. So basically remove the fuses and relays to inside the cab and wire them through the firewall, and that should hopefully take care of that issue, and we should stop having those issues. So fingers crossed that works, but that's something we're considering at the moment as well. Apart from that, using heaps of water. Not sure if it's directly related to this thermostat issue. Not sure if maybe the radiator cap is a bit sad as well, possibly letting out a bit more water than it should be before it's properly boiling. But it's still using a lot of water, which we talked about in the last episode. It is just using freaking water. But like we talked about, big girl's pretty much due for a bit of love. This engine really needs a bit of a pull out and a bit of a redo, a bit of a new lease on life. It really deserves it. So anyway, we'll worry about that another time. We're not too worried about it, but we'll do the thermostat. We'll probably get a new radiator cap, see if that hopefully fixes our issues with water. But anyway, you guys know there's still a pinhole in this radiator. It's not perfect. There's a lot of things about the setup that's not perfect. So we'll just do what we can to try and fix it and keep it going for as long as we need it to be going, which at the moment is we still need it. But yeah, anyway, hopefully sometime soon we can afford to actually have the time and money to pull it back off the road and try and get to the bottom of a lot of these issues and fix them properly. And then obviously, as we talked about later on down the track, go aftermarket ECU and completely rewire the conversion would be the idea. But that's for a later date, not for today.
Probably should use it. Oh, don't know.
Anyway, I think apart from that, it was all pretty good, wasn't it, Rex?
Yeah. It's like when it's on, it's on. Like, it had a great time.
It performed awesome. Rex had a ball of fun, helped a few people out of some holes and sand and stuff, and just generally being good at what it was built to do.
Yeah, and like it had those small issues, but it still got me home. So.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure about the only other notable issue that Rex had was a broken exhaust hanger, which they just fixed with some electrical wire. But that's just a maintenance thing. Honestly, this whole exhaust needs attention. All of the hangers need attention. It's just been a few years. It's corrosion, been on the beach. It just is what it is. It just needs some attention. So yeah, we'll work on that at a later date as well. But anyway, hopefully we can just get to the bottom of this water issue, using water, try and figure out what the hell's going on, just so that we can keep using it for the immediate next few months to keep doing what it needs to do. But good old V80, yeah, solid as a rock, really.
Still trooping.
Still trooping along.
But this thing's led such a rough life. Like it's
God's engine.
Oh, it just keeps going.
Anyway, guys, that's about all we wanted to show you. It was just a bit of a debrief from Fraser and just show you a few clips that we got of the big girl in action. So basically, yeah, we'll keep making some content as we go if we're going to start fixing a few things on the big girl, which, you know, hopefully we'll get to the bottom of a few of these issues. But for the most part, just trusty old V80, trusty old cruiser. Still doing us proud after all this time. Anyway, guys, don't forget to go check out the merch store, get yourself some merch, go into the draw to win yourself your very own HZJ80 series turbo over there. If you don't know about that, go and watch this video. I don't know which corner it is, I always get it wrong, but go and watch a video about the giveaway we're doing to move some merch. And buy some merch, you still receive the merch whether you win or lose. One lucky person's gonna get a HZJ80 to set up however they like, and everybody's gonna win. It's gonna be great. So, righto guys, just a quick little update to tack on to the end of this video. So I did in fact take Big V80 down to the coast yesterday to pick up some new appliances. Didn't take giveaway car, took V80 instead. And our new thermostat seems to have fixed pretty much all of our issue with the water. So after a 2-hour drive down, fair bit of driving around in traffic, and a 2-hour drive back, it didn't get hot once. It only got to 101 degrees at the most, and that was coming up the range. So temperature seems to be pretty well under control, and checking the water after that whole drive around hasn't used like hardly any water. Water's pretty much full. So obviously thermostat was just sticking shut, and it was pressurizing the cooler system and pushing it out the overflow, or pushing it out of wherever it was potentially leaking. Like we talked about, that radiator, the top tank still is leaking a little bit. So pressurizing that water system by having the thermostat shut was just pushing out water. But it appears that a new thermostat has pretty much fixed the issue mostly. So we'll keep an eye on that, but it's looking pretty good. So fingers crossed, we're all sweet. Keep using the 80 for what it needs to be used for until we can come a time that we can really start getting in and rebuilding it. So anyway, guys, don't forget, go check out the merch. All right, guys, thanks for watching again. My apologies for some of those clips from Fraser being a bit funny in the video. Obviously, whoever was taking the clips on their phone must film in a very different frame rate to what I normally film in, and I'm not sure how those clips are gonna come out. I'm tacking this on just to say, sorry if they're a bit jumpy and repetitive, but anyway, I just wanted to try and put some clips of it in action together for you guys. I am posting a lot of those clips onto YouTube Shorts in shorter versions, so if they're a bit funny, check my YouTube Shorts, there's some cool ones there. So thanks for watching as always. Head to the merch store, check the merch. We are now offering shirts up to 5XL. Previously we were only offering up to 3XL, we've now bumped that up. For all you bigger lads out there that want to enter the giveaway and rep the merch, we're now offering up to 5XL. So head to the store, check it out, buy yourself a shirt, go into the draw to win yourself the 80. Thanks guys, we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, see you, bye.